Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to take a look at another strategy, which is the Golem and the Super Wizard army, which is insane right now. Not only it's one of the strongest armies in the game, but it's one of the easiest armies in the game as well, which is obviously a great combination for everyone out there who wants to run this army. So I know that there were a lot of people really sad about the lightning nerf to the with a combination of the witches, like the 10 lightning to earthquake. I think all of you guys remember this. This army might be even stronger, and I can just recommend it to all of you guys. If you are having still struggle with the epic winter challenge, by the way, I will put that at the end of the video, so I will explain directly on how you can use that. And then in addition to that, today in the evening live stream, I'm going to do not only 2, not only 4, but 6 live attacks, obviously in this clan war. If you want to see that, it's in German, but still, if you want to see that, it's going to be at 8 p.m. CET on my Twitch live stream. Not only with this army, but as well with Queen Charge, Super Minion, and other crazy stuff. We're going to be really creative and having a lot of fun. But now I think we should jump into the Legend League, because I want to explain to you guys how to use this army. This is a pretty classic base, I would say, from Legend League. I think I faced this already a couple of times with Queen Charge Hybrid, and most of the time it wasn't the easiest base to face. For me, that's the first time facing this base with this army. How do you play this army? Like, what is the goal with this army? The goal basically is to have 3 golems on the 2 golems at the 2 corners, and then one golem in between with the king, queen, warden, and even more super wizards. That's basically the idea. Then at one of the corners as well, most likely at the corner where you're not facing into the town hall, because I have Hawk Riders right now in my clan castle, so I do not want to have my Hawk Riders going straight into the town hall explosion. That isn't the best bet to do, or like the best thing to do. Warden ability in the core, everything is getting rotated in, jump on the outs, or like onto the back end. And one thing which I really like to run is this double invisibility spell. That's totally up to you. I saw some people running like heal spells, things like that, to keep those super wizards up. But I'm a huge fan of the invisibility spell in combination with the Royal Champion on the back end. You will see that in a second, why exactly that's the case. So for me, everything in the core died out. And that's how this strategy typically works, because you have no healers. That's a good and a bad thing at the same time, obviously, because first thing, you cannot run into any baits regarding Black Mines because you don't run any healers. The bad thing on the other side, obviously, is as soon as you're running into scatter shots or giant bombs, for example, your super wizards, you're struggling to keep them up. But at the same time, with this invisibility spell, you have so much power on the back end. So now we have the Inferno Tower on the back end. But hey, who cares? We have double invisibility spell to make sure that the Royal Champion is staying alive. And this is going to be the first 3-star. Like I said, this army is pretty crazy, and especially against those really open box spaces, it's working amazing, because you can super wall break every golem on the outside in, so you have a really great funnel, really great pathing into the base, and that's just everything you need to wreck basically any base. So that was the first attack. I think we should just jump right into the next one. And if you guys think like I practiced this army, no, this was the first time me running this army. Now let's try this against a ring base. To be honest, ring bases are even easier. The only thing which you have to think about is when and where to face the clan castle. So for me, on my end, I wanted to face the clan castle quite late into the attack. So that's why I'm choosing the top right side. The next thing, obviously, I want to get into the eagle quite fast. Now I'm using 2 of the 3 super wall breakers to get into the corners, to funnel everything into the core, because I need to get the top and the right corner gone. Otherwise, my troops will just walk on the outside and don't go inside. That's kind of not what should happen. Now the rage, now the jump to get everything inside. The bottom corner, or like the bottom side, was a little bit slow, so my king walked around the outside, which isn't the worst thing. I'm using the warden early because of the scatter shots, which have like this crossfire over there, and the giant bombs. But still, I have a couple of troops alive. The top side, there's still the Yeti, and now the Hawk Riders are coming out of the siege barracks, so that's alright. And we have still one more jump, which so far we don't really need. And we have one more time way more spells left, which we can use somewhere. I'm freezing the core because the multi is quite annoying, and I want to keep my super wizards alive. And well, now the Hawk Riders with the Royal Champion are about to clean up the rest of the base. And my queen is alive as well with her ability. And we still have the poison. I'm using the poison now for the enemy super mini because it's quite annoying and nothing is targeting it. So that's why I'm using it over there. And well, now I'm doing the 9 million IQ move. If you cannot see the clan castle, you don't have to face the clan castle. Ever thought about that? So that's how I deal with the clan castle. Just keep making the king and the clan castle invisible, because this means they're quite useless. And well, this in the end is going to be a 3-star. And yeah, that's how you deal with the clan castle, right? Just make it invisible so you don't see it. It does not see. You know what I mean. So this is going to be the next triple on this ring base. Obviously, quite close in the end because I was a little bit trolling with the invisibility spells. But still, the next triple. Let's take a look at the next base, and that's those teaser bases. Those teaser bases are normally really annoying. And one thing which you should never do is go straight into the tunnel, because that's not going to work. Your troops are getting slaughtered, and like, that won't work. Trust me, won't work. The next thing, but with those kind of big compartments, it's always great to wall break your golems in one of those. That's super easy to do. Just use your super wizards with the wall breaker, with the golem, everything. I'm even sending in 2 in there because that's quite nice and good tanking. And now even more super wizards on the funnel. I'm freezing the Inferno Tower because I want to keep my golem a little bit longer alive. And then just everything in the super wizards, everything. And then we have 2 jump spells to get deeper into the core. So that's the plan for now. The enemy royal champion, for example, is getting taken down as well by my super wizards. The golems at the left side are still tanking. And now we have a ton of spells. Obviously the poison for the enemy clan castle. I'm using my warden ability most of the time to kind of protect like my troops from damage from the scatter shots. Like, scatter shots are really scary against your super wizards. You need to be careful with that. And well, now I'm just raging everything up. I'm kind of waiting, okay, is the town going down? And depending on that, I'm using my royal champion. But for me, it really looked good that the town is going down, especially with the queen jumping into the compartment next to the town hall. So with her ability, the town is going to be down 100%. King in the end is going to finish things off. And now we have once again the classic backend, the classic one, which is the royal champion with the invisibility spell. If you do not have a max royal champion, or let's say if a royal champion is below 20, then you should like switch out the invisibility spells for a heal spell for your super wizards against splash damage. I think that's then a little bit better. One thing which I'm doing over here, I'm making my queen invisible so she can take down more defenses. Now my royal champion is like a little bit unlucky with the stupid tornado, but should be alright. Or should it? Like, this is going to be really close. I mean, the warden is still there. The warden should one-shot the enemy warden. That's awesome. So one-shot the warden. One-shot the... What the freaking... Why is the targeting... Is this warden drunk? What does this warden do? That was so stupid. Like, nothing was targeting... Wait, why are the golemites targeting the super wizard? What is going on? I mean, we still have the P.E.K.K.A. We're still getting the 3-star. But what the heck was that? Like, wow. Okay, my warden trolled me really bad. Still, another 3-star for us. Yeah, like, this army is insane. Like, I can't... Just try it. Just try it. It's insanely strong. At the same time, it's just so simple compared to other strategies. Well, let's take a look at the next base. And like I said, try to avoid going into the double scatter really early. Try to have it at the back end where your troops most likely died out anyway, or like your super wizards. Try to get as much value in the beginning as possible. That's what I'm doing. Once again, the two golem with the super wizards behind as the funnel, then wall breaking them in, and just make sure that the funnel is set up. On the right side, I'm using the siege barracks. On this one was kind of 50-50 where I use it. The right golem went inside, so I chose, okay, let's replace the golem with the P.E.K.K.A. as a tank kinda, and then just jumping everything in, raging everything up, king ability, warden ability in a second as well, as soon as the scatters start shooting and being annoying. And now the super wizards are just smashing everything. Like, there's so much splash damage. And at some point, the town hall's going down. We have the royal champion going for the single Inferno Tower. We have the Hawk Riders coming out. And we have, once again, our invisibility spells, which means this royal champion cannot die. So, yeah, and this is going to be a crazy big overkill on this base. And always take a look at the time. That's the next great thing about this army and why I love it. You cannot time fail. I know I jinxed myself already, but... normally, you cannot time fail. This army is nearly impossible to time fail because you're just sending everything in the beginning. and this army smashed this base in. I mean, the base was already smashed after 1 minute, but the triple is like 1 minute and I don't know, like 1 minute 30 or something. So a pretty crazy fast triple, and this army is just insane. Try it out on your own. I think right now it's the strongest, easy attack strategy out there to use. Let's just try it. One more thing before we're quitting, or like we're stopping the video. A lot of you guys asked about the winter challenge, and I know that a couple of you guys have struggled to beat that, and I will show you guys exactly on how I beat it. And well, so the first thing which I didn't notice was the king at the bottom side, so that was my first fail. I took overall 2 tries, because like I said, I didn't really zoom in, I zoomed in too much, so I didn't see the king. But, well, now I'm sending everything basically in from the bottom side, just spamming everything in. Like, this is basically the best approach which I saw so far, like spamming everything in. Most of the time you want to get into the town hall first, so either from the right side or from the bottom side. And, well, I still have my warden on air, which is obviously not the best. But, hey, we have ice hounds to protect the warden, so it's no problem. That's no problem at all. Then the next thing, which is awesome, I'm always sending in the center spells on top of the single inferno towers, because this will make a really nice look for the finish. You will see in a second. But for now, using the warden ability in combination with the king ability to get the town hall down, then the royal champion at the top side with like 1 or 2 ice golems, and then just keep freezing everything. Just keep freezing the inferno tower, the enemy queen, the expos, just everything, so the troops will just not die at this point. Even though there are a lot of ground expos, even though I think there are max expos and it's quite annoying. But hey, that's how you can easily beat this base. Another freeze. And now, slowly but surely, you know why exactly I dropped the thunder spells over there. Isn't this looking awesome? Like having the gifts and everything surrounding the Lochmas tree. That's looking pretty awesome, at least for me. And that's why I'm always dropping those spells in there when I have to do this challenge. So, well, happy Lochmas, I guess. So, yeah, that's how you do it. This is how you beat the challenge. I hope it was helpful. I hope you guys can get the juicy free gems. And I'm actually really liking the idea of the challenge. So I hope that Supercell is going to do that more often in the future. And, well, now we have a frozen Lochmas challenge. Whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow for the next video. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.